guys, it's coffee time. Do you like how we're matching? It doesn't, from here, it doesn't look like we're matching, but on there it looks more like the same colors. I'm willing to roll with it. What? Of course I make it so that my mugs always match what I'm wearing. Can you imagine? I probably have enough mugs that I could do that if I really wanted to. I don't want to though. That's a lot of work. Oh goodness. Now I want to see. I want to go through my shirts and be like, okay, if I was wearing this shirt, which one of my mugs would match this shirt the bestest? Obviously, this is a surefire winner. Obviously. But then you have to add in accent colors. Then what? So, we have finally beat Diablo 3. It only took us 4 super long streams, but it went good. It went really good, and now we can all play it on Nightmare Mode if we want. We played a little bit of Nightmare Mode with me, Husky, and Jesse. After we had beaten the game, we wanted to see what Nightmare Mode was like. And it is definitely harder, but it's not like, oh, excruciatingly hard. Husky also said because the difficulty is heightened depending on how many people are in your group. So when Jesse and I left, and I stayed on the stream for a while, but Husky was the only one that was playing. And he said that it's actually a lot easier. Nightmare mode for him was a lot easier after we left. So the difficulty of the creatures went down, but you were still in the next difficulty mode. So he said that he really liked it better actually playing it by himself. So I'm like, I wonder if I'm definitely going to try Nightmare mode on my own because it was really fun to play through it on normal mode with a bunch of friends. I loved that. But I wasn't able to really soak in any of the story. I know what happened. I know everything that happened. Although there were a couple of cinematics that I never got to see because for some reason it skipped it on my end. And so I would get to a new area and I'd be running around and I'd realize that all 3 of them were just sitting there and I'd be like, guys, are you watching a cinematic right now? And they'd all be like, shh. I was like, oh no, I'm not seeing this cinematic. I didn't see the cinematic that goes into Act 4. Act 4, by the way, is very short. At least it felt very short in comparison to the other acts, because we started at 5:30, and we finished it around 7:30, I think. It only took us a couple hours, and all the other acts had taken us at least 4 or 5 hours, I think. So, gives you kind of an idea. But I'm excited to try out Nightmare Mode on my own, maybe, and kind of get more into the storyline. It's hard for me to get into storylines when I'm doing multiplayer because I'm focused. It's just like trying to watch a movie that I've been really excited to see while in a room filled with other people. I can't do it because I won't pay attention, and then I'll be aggravated that I can't pay attention. The first time that I saw Repo the Genetic Opera, I love that movie, by the way. I know that so many people hate it. I love it for what it is, which is ridiculous. So the first time that I watched that was with a huge group of people. Wrong thing to do, because I was like, watching it, I was going, it's one of those movies. And I know that people who are fans of things that a lot of people like would all say this. It's one of those movies that you have to watch more than once, I think. And I totally understand if your reaction to that is, you should never have to watch a movie more than once in order to enjoy it. I agree with that to an extent. But Repo the Genetic Opera, I think, is one of those movies you have to watch more than once. Because the first time you're sitting there going, what is happening? Not that the story is hard to follow. It's not hard to follow at all. But the style of it is so weird. The creators were like, I think that this movie could be this generation's Rocky Horror Picture Show. And I was like, no, it's not. It's not that. don't push it too far. But I do love that movie. I think it's hilarious. I love the music, actually. There are only a couple of songs that I dislike. I think for the most part, it's amazing. The guy who plays Rotti is incredible. His voice is amazing. Anyway, what was even the point of that? Oh, the first time that I watched it, I was with a huge group of people, and I was like, And I probably would have made that face anyway, but making that face and then having people like chatting all around me, I was like, I need to watch this again. So maybe other people being around was the catalyst to make me watch it again, but yeah. Oh, by the way, oh, yes, okay, these things will flow into each other. So, every now and then, I tweet back at somebody without really realizing who they are. Which sounds ridiculous, but it's true. Like, sometimes I'll be following somebody, and then they'll tweet something, and I won't really register who they are, and then I'll tweet back to them. So Tom Hiddleston tweeted something about Henry V, and I tweeted back, once more to the breach, I think is what I said. Once more to the breach, which is not the line. And I should have like gotten defensive and been like, ugh, when so many people responded to me being like, I think you said that wrong. Also, you spelled breach wrong. But it just made me so happy. I was like, someone who follows me knows that line. That's awesome. Because, I don't know, I'm around, being in LA, you're surrounded by so many people who are like, theater's dead. Movies are the future. And I'm like, I'm sorry. I'm a part of something that is considered to be killing TV and film media with digital media. I'm still I'm like, here's theater, here's like TV and film, and then here's new media, like digital media. I still love this way back here. I'm so still in love with theater. And when people say theater's dead, I'm like, say that to my face. I'll pop you in the nose. So I loved it. I loved being corrected by so many people like, that's not the line, sweetie. I was like, you realize that wasn't the line. Long story short, I tweeted an incorrect Shakespeare line to Tom Hiddleston. So there's that. There's that on my docket of things that I've done the last couple of days. Oh, but what I was going to say is, that flowed from that is that I think I've told you guys before, I hate that I can never remember things that I've told you. So I'm designing, I'm the stenographer for Macbeth / Mackers / Macbeezy / the Scottish play, whatever you would like to call it. This is not a theater, so I do not have to leave the house after saying the name, but I am designing for it, and man, I am like the worst designer ever. I keep missing my deadlines and then being like, I'm so sorry. But there's a phone call I've been needing to have with the director for so long, and both of us have had reasons to put it off for like 2 weeks. And I'm just like, we need to have this phone call. We were going to have it today. And then I was like, anytime, I'm ready, anytime. I am so ready for this phone call. Let's have this phone call. And he was like, because, okay. So yesterday, when it got canceled again, he was like, I have a really long drive that I'm doing tomorrow, starting at 4:30. So at 4:30, if you want to chat, I will have like an hour and a half, 2 hours free to chat about whatever you want. I was like, excellent. So today I texted him being like, sup, you wanna chat about things? Cause I'm so ready. And he responds with, I just realized that I need to have this conversation when I have all of your stuff in front of me. And I was like, didn't even think about that. Did not even think about the fact that in order for us to discuss the designs, he would have to be looking at the designs. So dumb. So stupid. But what can you do? I don't even know when that's going up. I should probably find that out. I don't really have much of a concept of time right now, which is not good. This is the first week, I think because we've been streaming so hard and I've been so exhausted, this is the first week in a while where I've said to myself, oh my gosh, is this not Friday? Like, I've said that to myself so many times this week, and realizing that this is just Thursday, I was like, there's no way. There is no way this is Thursday. This week has been going on forever. But it's kind of refreshing because I haven't felt that way in forever. Like, typically, the weeks blow by for me. My dad always used to say it when I would be like, I can't wait for the weekend, when it would be like Monday and I would be going to school and I'd be like, I can't wait until next weekend. I can't wait for the weekend. He would always say, stop wishing the weeks away because you're wishing so many days of your life away, and sometime you're going to look back and be like, I wasted so much time. Like, take advantage of your time, basically. Be happy to be alive and doing things, and stop stop having these 5-day periods that you just wish weren't happening. I was like, I'm in like high school. I was like, whatever, but it's true. It's really true. I rarely take advantage of all of the time that I have, so it's nice to be super busy, and at the same time I'm just like, oh man, is it bedtime yet? Is it bedtime yet? Because it should be. But that was my day, so I hope that you guys had a good day. Can't believe that it's not Friday right now. Can I just reiterate? But tomorrow's Friday, so that's exciting. And I will talk to you again tomorrow.